top of the morning to you. Is it what, Wednesday? Yeah, check that out, man. Hi. So obviously I reversed, but there we go, man. That's my beautiful car. My pride and joy, the RAV4 2020. Okay, I don't think I can do this. Actually, I possibly can. Yeah, I think I can, man. I have to bear with the. Is this a good fucking principle? Is this good to vlog this way? You know, like fucking jogging with the camera shaking. You know, Baywatch style, Pamela Anderson. I just need some fucking double D's and an itsy bitsy red bikini. You know, but it's cold, man. It's nice and fucking dewy. God, I love my community, man. It's a golfing community. So you have like these super old, like close to fucking retiring folks who have a lot of money, but it's not like they're unfit. Oh man, that's cute. That's just gorgeous. Lovely day. So decided to well, the initial plan was to jog to the bars. It's about, let's say, 6-minute jog. Yeah, you know, I usually just drive there, but you know, I woke up and I'm still feeling sore from the day before yesterday's boxing workout. 200 lunges, right, per leg. And yeah, man, I mean, it just works your full body, like my core. Yeah, I can actually feel like I've always had a strong core. And I think the eventual goal is to have a visible 4-pack. Yeah, not a 6-pack. I think that's too much, too demanding. Even a 4-pack, right? I mean, like, it's visible now, but to really fucking be able to see it, you need to drop your body fat to like low percentage levels, which is not something I want to do. Like, you know what they say, right? You build the abs in the gym, but they're visible in the kitchen, right? So I'm not getting on that low fat diet, man, not as of yet. Yeah, man. All right, so what do we talk about today? So I actually shot 2 videos yesterday, 2 vlogs. Once during breakfast and once during lunch. In the morning, people walking their dogs. I think way too excited to be out at 7 a.m, man. People just like, wow, let's walk the dog. But yeah, so shot 2 vlogs, but they went on too long, man. Like 17, 18 minutes, and I'm seeing this trend, right? Not a trend, but with every video, it's got some mud. I'm just going longer, right? And that's the thing. You want to respect your audience, right? And that's probably why I haven't blogged. Yeah, I haven't used the written word, because I'm too scared of what they're gonna think, and I want to respect their time. So I want to keep it as brief as possible, you know. But talking is, so that's writing, right? And talking is obviously just a more inefficient medium in terms of getting across info. You know, there's a lot of ums and ahs and a lot of shitty words. Yeah, but fucking speaking of, sorry, I had to fucking mention it. So there's the Russell Peters act, right? The one where he says there's a lot of filler words you use, right? Like in English there's a ah. So just like that, there's this bit in this act where he said that he was at a KFC and he was behind a Chinese family and their filler word is nigga. And I shit you not, one of my clients is a Chinese company, okay? It's a blue chip Chinese company. And you know, you're just fucking there. You're listening to these guys yap away in Cantonese or whatever, Mandarin. and they say it, nigga. And I'm like, yo, do you even know what that means, man? Yeah, man, funny how languages mean different things in various cultures. People praying and stuff. But yeah, man, okay, this is going forever. Without actually getting to the crux of what I want to talk about, which will take several videos, and since I'm already past 5 minutes in, I'm just gonna have a quick chat about the difference between 3 pillars, which is motivation, discipline, and love. Why love is the best kind of methodology to follow if you wanna really get to excellence, if you like. Yeah, so motivation, right? Everybody says it. Yeah, you gotta be self-motivated. Motivation's important. Blah blah blah. You know, and all those stupid motivational videos on YouTube with quotes and you know, fucking. Excuse me while I throw up in my mouth. But yeah, man, fucking. It's cool, right? It's important for sure. I know there's essentially 2 kinds of motivation, right? Intrinsic and external. Intrinsic is when you're just motivated to do it yourself, right? There is some inner drive that makes you wanna. Sorry, just a little bit of sand. Yeah, there's construction going on, so yeah. So that's intrinsic motivation, right? You just want to do it for yourself. And external is when there's someone else driving you or depriving you of something. Like, you know, say you may be punished or you may be rewarded if you do what you do. So that's external motivation, right? So I mean, both of them work out, but yeah, man, I guess people just like, I want to say good morning to everybody who passes by, but then there's some people who got their AirPods in, so it's a bit awkward, you know. It's like you just say good morning and they barely acknowledge your existence. Accidentally hit the stop button, so I'm gonna have to try and edit this and challenge. Okay, so yeah, so that's what intrinsic and external motivation. I'm about to reach my bar, man. Gotta finish this up quick, right? Which is okay, good. But I think that motivation is important if you just don't derive pleasure from what you're doing, right? Like my job, I don't love what I do. It's just something I have to do, right? So rock up, have a cup of joe, and try to kick my arse to fucking get started, right? That's right. Number 1 pillar, motivation. You can't. It's important if you don't find the joy in what you do. Then second thing, discipline, right? So discipline is just something that comes with time, right? For veterans who've just seen it all, done it all, and for them, they just know it's about fucking showing up and doing the thing, right? Like an example would be this guy in the boxing gym, right? I mean, I could tell that he knows what he's doing. Like, he's just super fit. His punches are heavy. I would not want to be on the receiving end of one of his punches. But yeah, you know, so I asked him how long he's been at it. Like, I could tell at least a minimum of 5 years. Turns out like 10, double that time. So, you know, just fighting fit. Knows how to fucking position himself. You know, how to jab, how to duck, all of that. You know, just a beast in the ring. So yeah, motivation, and it's just about fucking consistently showing up. Like, there was this guy in this I used to go to this gym like 8 years ago, and I'd finish my workouts usually 8:30, 8:45 p.m. I remember, because the boys would call me to stables and I'd be like, yo, I'm still finishing legs. This was on Thursday night when the weekend was well when it was not what it is right now. Apologies, I haven't had my coffee, which is why I fucking hit that stop record button. But yeah, so I'd be like wrapping up. I'd be leaving the gym, and this guy, right, like, he'd come in. He was Eastern European, I'm guessing Ukrainian as opposed to Russia, and you know, just quiet as a mouse, but huge, right? Like, he'd come in and he'd sit on the bench and he'd warm up, which with my PB, my personal best, right, at the time. Even it was a lot more actually. And and then after that, he just rack on the fucking weights, and lift up the bar, bring it down, push it back up, like rest. And this is like heavy weights we're talking about here, like fucking, I don't know, like 80 kilos, 70 kilos, something like that. Like just massive, huge. The guy's forearms were as big as my waist, to put it in perspective. But yeah, he'd do like 3 or 4 sets of that, and I think he'd just leave after that. I mean, I don't know. I didn't stay long enough, but I'm guessing that he was one of those dudes that just do the bench, because his chest was massive, his tries were big. But so this guy, he's been probably lifting for like 2 decades or something, right? And for him, he just knows it's about showing up consistently, doing your job, and fucking off, and rinse and repeat the next day, right? So that's number 2. Discipline, which I think that helps. That's better than motivation, because you sometimes can't motivate yourself, and external factors just don't motivate you enough. But the third one, right, love. That's the most important pillar in my opinion, right? Because if you love what you do, right, like, I mean, it's fucking cliched, right? But you know what they say, right? If you love what you do, you're never gonna have to work a day in your life. And like me, like think about this. Like, see, just me rocking up every day over here. I love this, right? Like, it's not hard to do. It's not hard to wake up early to catch the fucking sunrise, and just hang on this bar, or like go for a run or whatever, because I love keeping fit. I love the endorphins that come after. I love that I've become better in some way. And then that you can apply that philosophy to anything, right? I mean, if you love, say, writing, or like any creative endeavor for that matter, you don't want to give like less than 100%, right? You want to always aim for perfection. And I mean, that opens up another can of worms, right? Like whether you'll actually eventually be able to let your work out into the world. But you know what I mean? Like you're obsessed with it. You get obsessed with something, so you want to give it your best shot. And so that's what I'm trying to find right now. The love for my work, which I don't think will ever come. Like yesterday, we were awarded like over a $500,000 dirham order, right? Acoustic works for this building in JVC, and like it was good. Like it made me feel really good, yeah, because that means that now for the next 3 to 4 months, our cash flow is going to be, well, even longer, at least half a year, I would say, depending on, that could go for at least 6 months. Our cash flow is going to be steady, even longer than that, because we're being paid every 90 days. Guaranteed payments. Our team is kept busy. It's a new project, so something I'm going to learn. Excuse me. So yeah, but I guess, and this is what I'm trying to like work around, that it wasn't something like I went out and did. My colleague was constantly following up for this business, right, for this bit of business, and I noticed him, and I went with him like to one meeting, but that's about it. And like he's on leave right now, so when it came in, he told us that, look, we're gonna get it. It'll just be a matter of time. So I was super happy, but at the same time I was like, I wish I'd done that. Like you see I'm all about teamwork and all of that. Teamwork makes the dream work. Blah, blah, blah. But I just guess individually I haven't really made my mark. Stamp my authority on the business yet. So, which is something I always feel like I lack. I mentioned it yesterday in the vlog, but I didn't post it because it went on too long. But imposter syndrome, something you repeat every day. But you know what? Like I said, 1% better, man. That's what you gotta aim for, right? So, that note, I'm gonna edit this in the last video that I accidentally hit stop on. Hopefully, there's not too much of a lag or whatever, because my editing skills are like next to zero. But yeah, man, peace out, and I guess catch you in the next one.